Did you know that according to the U.S. Census Bureau, only about half of custodial parents receive the full amount of child support owed to them? This staggering statistic highlights the importance of addressing the issue of deadbeat dads and ensuring that children receive the financial support they need to thrive. Hey there, friends, it's your buddy Saeed Rasalat, and I've got something really important to share with you. In this video, we're diving deep into the topic of deadbeat dads and why it matters to all of us. You should watch this because it's not just about understanding the problem. It's about finding real solutions that can make a difference in the lives of children and families. Plus, we'll be exploring practical steps we can all take to support responsible fatherhood and prevent parental neglect. So grab your favorite snack, get cozy, and let's make a positive impact together. In recent years, the issue of deadbeat parents, particularly deadbeat dads, has become a growing concern. Despite the significant impact on children and families, there seems to be a widespread indifference in Western society towards addressing this problem. The term, deadbeat dad, refers to fathers who neglect their parental responsibilities, often failing to provide financial or emotional support to their children. This video aims to explore the reasons behind this societal apathy. Why do we, as a society, often turn a blind eye to the rise of deadbeat dads? What are the underlying factors that contribute to this neglect? By delving into the historical context, legal landscape, economic pressures, and cultural norms, we will uncover the multifaceted reasons behind this issue. Throughout this journey, we will hear from experts, explore real-life stories, and examine potential solutions to better support affected families. Our goal is to shed light on this pressing issue and encourage a collective effort to bring about positive change. Join us as we unravel the truth behind society's indifference towards the rise of deadbeat dads and the crucial need for accountability and support. Chapter 1: Historical Context of Parental Responsibility. To understand why society often ignores the issue of deadbeat dads, we must first look at the historical context of parental responsibility. Traditionally, Western culture has upheld distinct roles for mothers and fathers. Fathers were often seen as the breadwinners, responsible for providing financially for their families, while mothers were primarily tasked with raising children and managing the household. This division of labor created clear expectations for each parent's responsibilities. However, as societal norms evolved, so did the expectations of parental roles. The feminist movements of the 20th century played a significant role in challenging these traditional roles. Women began to enter the workforce in increasing numbers, and the concept of shared parenting started to gain traction. This shift brought about a new understanding of fatherhood, where emotional involvement and active participation in child rearing became more valued. Despite these changes, the term deadbeat dad emerged in the late 20th century, highlighting a growing concern about fathers who failed to meet their parental obligations. The term gained popularity in the 1980s and 1990s, coinciding with an increase in divorce rates and single-parent households. During this period, public awareness of deadbeat dads was heightened, leading to various legal and social measures aimed at addressing the issue. Yet, even with these measures in place, the problem persisted. The historical context shows that while societal norms and expectations of fatherhood have evolved, there remains a gap between these ideals and the reality faced by many families. This chapter provides a foundation for understanding the complex dynamics at play and sets the stage for exploring the reasons behind society's ongoing indifference to the rise of deadbeat dads. Chapter 2: The Impact on Children. The absence of a father figure can have profound and lasting effects on children. When a dad neglects his responsibilities, the emotional and psychological toll on his children can be significant. Research consistently shows that children who grow up without the support of their fathers are more likely to face a range of challenges. One of the most immediate impacts is on the child's emotional well-being. Children often experience feelings of abandonment, rejection, and low self-esteem when their fathers are not present or involved in their lives. These emotions can manifest in various ways, from behavioral issues to difficulties in forming healthy relationships. For instance, boys may struggle with aggression and defiance, while girls may face issues with self-worth and may seek validation in unhealthy ways. Academically, children from single-parent households often lag behind their peers. The absence of a father can result in a lack of support for educational activities, leading to lower academic achievement and a higher likelihood of dropping out of school. This can have a cascading effect on their future, limiting their opportunities for higher education and stable employment. Socially, these children may also face challenges. Without a positive male role model, they might struggle with social interactions and understanding societal norms. They may find it difficult to trust others and build meaningful relationships. The lack of a father's presence can also lead to increased susceptibility to peer pressure and involvement in risky behaviors, such as substance abuse and delinquency. Consider the story of Jane, a young girl whose father left when she was 5. Growing up, Jane felt an overwhelming sense of loss and confusion. She often wondered why her father didn't want to be a part of her life, leading to feelings of inadequacy. Her mother worked multiple jobs to support the family, leaving Jane with little guidance and support. As a teenager, Jane struggled with depression and found it hard to trust people, affecting her friendships and academic performance. The long-term consequences of an absent father can extend into adulthood. Many children of deadbeat dads carry the emotional scars into their adult lives, affecting their mental health and ability to form healthy romantic relationships. They may also perpetuate the cycle of neglect if they become parents themselves, having never learned positive parenting behaviors. The impact of a deadbeat dad on his children is profound and far-reaching. These children deserve better support systems and societal recognition of their struggles. Understanding these effects is crucial for addressing the broader issue and fostering a community that prioritizes the well-being of all its members. Chapter 3. The legal landscape. The legal framework surrounding child support and parental responsibilities is intended to ensure that parents, especially fathers, fulfill their obligations. However, the effectiveness of these laws varies widely, and many challenges hinder the enforcement of child support. In Western countries, child support laws are designed to provide financial assistance to the custodial parent, usually the mother, to help cover the costs of raising the child. These laws mandate that non-custodial parents contribute a portion of their income based on various factors, including their earnings and the number of children they must support. Despite these legal requirements, enforcing child support payments can be a daunting task. One major challenge is the inconsistency in enforcement across different jurisdictions. While some regions have stringent measures to ensure compliance, others may lack the necessary resources or political will to enforce these laws effectively. For instance, mechanisms such as wage garnishment, tax refund interception, and revocation of licenses can be employed to compel payment, but their implementation is often inconsistent. Legal loopholes also play a significant role in allowing deadbeat dads to evade their responsibilities. Some fathers may underreport their income, work in cash-based jobs, or move frequently to avoid detection. These actions make it difficult for authorities to track them down and enforce payments. Additionally, the legal process to address non-payment can be slow and cumbersome, leaving custodial parents without the financial support they need for extended periods. Consider the case of Lisa, a single mother who struggled to secure child support from her ex-husband. Despite having a court order, her ex-husband frequently changed jobs and moved to different states, making it nearly impossible for the authorities to enforce the order. Lisa spent years battling the legal system, only to receive sporadic payments that barely covered basic expenses. The system's inadequacies often leave custodial parents and children in precarious financial situations. Many custodial parents, predominantly mothers, face the burden of supporting their children on a single income, which can lead to economic hardship and reliance on social welfare programs. This not only affects the immediate family but also places a strain on society as a whole. Moreover, the stigma associated with seeking child support can deter some parents from pursuing legal action. The lengthy and often adversarial process can exacerbate tensions between parents, making it even more challenging to secure consistent support. Despite these challenges, there are potential solutions to improve the legal landscape. Strengthening enforcement mechanisms, closing legal loopholes, and providing better support for custodial parents can help address the issue more effectively. Additionally, raising public awareness and fostering a culture of responsibility and accountability among parents are crucial steps towards ensuring that all children receive the support they deserve. Understanding the legal complexities and challenges surrounding child support is essential for addressing the broader issue of deadbeat dads. By advocating for stronger laws and better enforcement, we can help create a more just and supportive environment for affected families. Chapter 4. Economic factors. Economic pressures and financial instability play a significant role in the rise of deadbeat dads. The correlation between economic hardship and parental neglect is well documented, revealing how financial stress can lead to the abdication of parental responsibilities. One of the primary economic factors contributing to the issue is unemployment or underemployment. When fathers face job loss or cannot secure stable, well-paying jobs, their ability to provide for their children is compromised. This financial strain can result in missed child support payments, leading to the label of deadbeat dad. The economic downturns, such as the 2008 financial crisis and the COVID-19 pandemic, exacerbated these issues, pushing many fathers into financial distress. Moreover, the modern gig economy, characterized by short-term contracts and freelance work, has further complicated the economic stability of many fathers. Unlike traditional employment with steady paychecks and benefits, gig work often comes with a regular income and a lack of financial security. This uncertainty makes it challenging for fathers to consistently meet their child support obligations. Consider the story of Mark, who lost his job during an economic downturn and struggled to find stable employment. To make ends meet, he took on multiple gig jobs, but the irregular income made it difficult for him to keep up with child support payments. Despite his efforts to provide for his children, the unstable nature of his work led to periods of non-payment, labeling him as a deadbeat dad. Another economic factor is the high cost of living in many Western countries. Housing, healthcare, education, and other essential expenses have soared, putting additional pressure on parents. For fathers already struggling to make ends meet, these financial burdens can lead to a prioritization of immediate needs over child support obligations. Additionally, the disparity in wages and employment opportunities can contribute to this issue. In many cases, fathers working in low-wage jobs or industries with limited upward mobility find it nearly impossible to fulfill their financial responsibilities. The systemic nature of economic inequality means that even those who want to support their children may find it difficult to do so. It's also important to consider the impact of financial stress on mental health. Fathers facing economic hardship often experience anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues, which can affect their ability to engage positively with their children. These psychological burdens can lead to avoidance behaviors, further distancing fathers from their responsibilities. Addressing the economic factors contributing to the rise of deadbeat dads requires a multifaceted approach. Policies that promote job stability, fair wages, and access to mental health support can alleviate some of the pressures that lead to parental neglect. Additionally, social programs aimed at providing financial assistance and job training for struggling parents can help create a more stable environment for their children. Understanding the economic dimensions of this issue is crucial for developing effective solutions. By addressing the root causes of financial instability, we can help ensure that all parents have the means and support to fulfill their responsibilities, ultimately benefiting the children who depend on them. Chapter 5: Societal Attitudes and Cultural Norms. Societal attitudes and cultural norms significantly influence the issue of deadbeat dads. In Western societies, perceptions of fatherhood, masculinity, and parental roles often shape how individuals and communities respond to the neglect of parental responsibilities. These cultural factors can both perpetuate the problem and hinder efforts to address it. Historically, the concept of masculinity in many Western cultures has emphasized traits such as strength, independence, and emotional stoicism. These traits can conflict with the expectations of modern fatherhood, which values emotional involvement, nurturing, and active participation in child rearing. As a result, some men may feel pressured to prioritize their careers or personal freedom over their roles as fathers, leading to neglectful behavior. The societal stigma associated with being a deadbeat dad also plays a role. While the term itself carries a negative connotation, the underlying cultural attitudes often do not provide the necessary support or accountability. Instead of addressing the root causes of neglect, society may judge and ostracize these fathers, pushing them further away from their responsibilities. Consider the portrayal of fatherhood in media and popular culture. Fathers are often depicted in stereotypical roles, either as bumbling and incompetent or as distant breadwinners. These portrayals can reinforce harmful stereotypes and set unrealistic expectations. When fathers do not meet these idealized standards, they may feel inadequate and disengage from their parental duties. Cultural norms around divorce and single parenthood also influence societal attitudes. In some communities, single mothers are unfairly blamed for the absence of the father, while the father's neglect is overlooked. This double standard can perpetuate the cycle of blame and prevent meaningful action to hold fathers accountable. Additionally, cultural stigmas surrounding divorce can discourage mothers from seeking child support, fearing judgment or retaliation. The influence of social networks and peer groups is another critical factor. Men who grow up in environments where neglectful fatherhood is normalized are more likely to adopt similar behaviors. Without positive role models or supportive communities, these men may not recognize the importance of their role as fathers. Peer pressure and societal expectations can either encourage or dissuade responsible behavior. Moreover, the lack of public discourse on the issue contributes to societal indifference. While there is significant focus on single motherhood and its challenges, the discussion around deadbeat dads often remains limited. This silence can perpetuate the myth that the problem is less significant than it truly is, leading to a lack of advocacy and policy action. Addressing these societal attitudes and cultural norms requires a concerted effort to reshape perceptions of fatherhood and masculinity. Promoting positive role models, increasing public awareness, and challenging harmful stereotypes are essential steps. Media representation should highlight diverse and realistic portrayals of fatherhood, emphasizing the importance of emotional involvement and responsibility. Educational programs and community initiatives can also play a vital role. By providing support and resources for fathers, these programs can help men navigate their parental responsibilities and foster a culture of accountability. Encouraging open discussions about fatherhood and addressing the cultural stigmas associated with neglect can lead to a more supportive and understanding society. Understanding the influence of societal attitudes and cultural norms is crucial for addressing the issue of deadbeat dads. By challenging harmful stereotypes and promoting a culture of responsibility, we can create an environment that supports all parents in fulfilling their roles, ultimately benefiting the children who rely on them. Chapter 6. The role of social services. Social services play a critical role in supporting families and ensuring the well-being of children, but their effectiveness in addressing the issue of deadbeat dads varies widely. Understanding how these services function and identifying their strengths and weaknesses is essential for improving support systems and mitigating the impact of parental neglect. Social services encompass a broad range of programs designed to assist families in need. These include welfare benefits, housing assistance, counseling, and legal aid. For single parents and children affected by deadbeat dads, these services can be a lifeline, providing financial support and access to essential resources. However, the availability and quality of these services can differ significantly depending on location and funding. One major challenge is the limited resources and staffing that many social service agencies face. Overburdened and underfunded, these agencies often struggle to meet the growing demand for support. This can result in long wait times, inadequate assistance, and insufficient follow-up with families in need. For example, a single mother seeking child support enforcement may find that her case is delayed or not given the attention it requires due to resource constraints. Consider the case of Emily, a single mother who turned to social services for help when her ex-husband stopped paying child support. Despite her efforts to secure assistance, she encountered long delays and bureaucratic obstacles. The lack of timely intervention left her struggling to provide for her children, highlighting the gaps in the system. Another issue is the fragmentation of services. Families often need to navigate multiple agencies and programs to access the full range of support they require. This can be confusing and time-consuming, particularly for parents already under stress. A more integrated and streamlined approach could improve access to services and ensure that families receive comprehensive support. Social services also play a crucial role in addressing the emotional and psychological impact of parental neglect. Counseling and mental health support for both parents and children can help mitigate the adverse effects of a deadbeat dad's absence. However, access to these services is often limited, and the stigma surrounding mental health can deter individuals from seeking help. Furthermore, there is a need for better outreach and education about available services. Many parents are unaware of the resources they can access or how to navigate the system effectively. Enhanced outreach efforts, including community programs and informational campaigns, can help bridge this gap and ensure that more families receive the support they need. Despite these challenges, social services can be highly effective when adequately funded and well coordinated. Programs that provide job training and employment assistance can help fathers improve their financial stability, reducing the likelihood of neglect. Legal aid services can assist custodial parents in pursuing child support and navigating the legal system. Additionally, parenting programs can educate fathers on the importance of their role and provide tools to help them fulfill their responsibilities. Community involvement and public-private partnerships can also enhance the effectiveness of social services. Collaborations between government agencies, nonprofits, and local organizations can create a more robust support network for families. By pooling resources and expertise, these partnerships can address gaps in services and provide more comprehensive assistance. In conclusion, while social services play a vital role in supporting families affected by deadbeat dads, there is significant room for improvement. Addressing resource limitations, enhancing coordination, and increasing outreach efforts can help ensure that more families receive the support they need. By strengthening social services, we can create a more supportive environment for all parents and children, ultimately reducing the prevalence and impact of parental neglect. Chapter 7. Psychological Factors. Understanding the psychological factors that contribute to the behavior of deadbeat dads is crucial for addressing the root causes of parental neglect. Various mental health issues, personality traits, and psychological barriers can influence a father's ability and willingness to fulfill his parental responsibilities. One significant psychological factor is the presence of mental health disorders. Conditions such as depression, anxiety, and substance abuse can severely impair a father's functioning and decision-making. A father struggling with depression, for instance, might lack the motivation or energy to engage with his children or manage his responsibilities effectively. Similarly, substance abuse can lead to erratic behavior, financial instability, and an inability to provide consistent support. Another factor is the psychological impact of adverse childhood experiences, ACEs. Fathers who grew up in unstable or abusive environments may have unresolved trauma that affects their ability to parent. These individuals might lack positive role models and parenting skills, leading to neglectful or harmful behaviors. For example, a father who experienced neglect as a child might unintentionally replicate these patterns with his own children. Personality traits and disorders also play a role. Narcissistic and antisocial personality traits can contribute to a lack of empathy and responsibility. Fathers with these traits might prioritize their needs and desires over those of their children, leading to neglect. Additionally, individuals with avoidant or dependent personality traits may struggle with the demands of parenting, feeling overwhelmed or incapable of fulfilling their roles. Consider the story of John, a father who struggled with substance abuse and a history of childhood trauma. His unresolved issues led to inconsistent behavior and financial instability, resulting in periods of absence and neglect. Despite his love for his children, John's psychological barriers prevented him from being the father they needed. Psychological factors also include the influence of societal expectations and personal beliefs. Some fathers might internalize societal messages that devalue the importance of their role or encourage self-reliance and emotional stoicism. These beliefs can lead to disengagement from parenting responsibilities. For instance, a father who believes that providing financially is his sole duty might neglect the emotional and nurturing aspects of fatherhood. Addressing these psychological factors requires a multifaceted approach. Access to mental health services is crucial for fathers struggling with mental health disorders or substance abuse. Therapy and counseling can help individuals work through their issues and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Parenting programs that focus on building positive relationships and effective parenting skills can also be beneficial. Community support and peer networks play an essential role in providing emotional and practical assistance. Fathers who feel isolated or overwhelmed can benefit from connecting with others who share similar experiences. Support groups and community programs can offer a safe space for fathers to discuss their challenges and learn from one another. Moreover, public awareness campaigns can help challenge harmful stereotypes and promote positive models of fatherhood. By highlighting the importance of emotional involvement and nurturing, These campaigns can encourage fathers to take an active role in their children's lives. In conclusion, psychological factors significantly influence the behavior of deadbeat dads. Mental health disorders, adverse childhood experiences, personality traits, and societal beliefs all play a role in shaping parental neglect. Addressing these factors through mental health support, community involvement, and public awareness can help mitigate their impact and promote responsible fatherhood. By understanding and addressing the psychological barriers that fathers face, we can create a more supportive environment for all parents and children. Chapter 8. The impact on children. The rise of deadbeat dads has profound and far-reaching effects on children, shaping their development, emotional well-being, and future prospects. Understanding these impacts is essential for addressing the broader consequences of parental neglect and implementing effective interventions. One of the most immediate effects on children is financial instability. When a father neglects his child's support obligations, the custodial parent, usually the mother, must shoulder the financial burden alone. This often leads to economic hardship, which can limit access to basic necessities such as food, housing, healthcare, and education. Financial instability can create a stressful home environment, affecting children's emotional and physical well-being. Consider the case of Sarah, a single mother struggling to make ends meet after her ex-husband stopped paying child support. Despite working multiple jobs, Sarah found it challenging to provide for her 2 children. The constant financial stress impacted the entire family, leading to frequent moves, inadequate health care, and limited educational opportunities for the children. Beyond financial hardship, the emotional and psychological impact on children is significant. Children who grow up without consistent involvement from their fathers often experience feelings of abandonment, rejection, and low self-worth. These emotional scars can persist into adulthood, affecting their relationships, self-esteem, and mental health. Research shows that children from single-parent households are at a higher risk for behavioral and academic problems. The absence of a father figure can lead to issues with authority, increased likelihood of engaging in risky behaviors, and difficulties in school. These children might struggle with forming healthy relationships and managing their emotions, perpetuating a cycle of instability and neglect. The lack of a positive male role model also affects children's development. Boys, in particular, may lack guidance on navigating masculinity and understanding their role as future fathers. Without a responsible and nurturing father figure, they may replicate the patterns of neglect they experienced, continuing the cycle into the next generation. Girls, on the other hand, may struggle with trust and self-esteem issues. The absence of a father can lead to difficulties in forming healthy relationships with men, increasing the risk of entering abusive or unhealthy partnerships. These long-term effects underscore the importance of a father's presence in a child's life. Addressing the impact on children requires comprehensive support systems. Schools, communities, and social services must work together to provide resources and interventions for affected families. Educational programs can offer tutoring and extracurricular activities to support children's academic and social development. Counseling services are essential for addressing the emotional and psychological effects of parental neglect, helping children build resilience and cope with their experiences. Mentorship programs can also play a vital role. By connecting children with positive adult role models, these programs can provide guidance, support, and stability. Mentors can help fill the gap left by absent fathers, offering children a source of encouragement and understanding. Moreover, policies aimed at improving child support enforcement and providing financial assistance to single-parent households can alleviate some of the economic burdens. Ensuring that custodial parents receive the support they are entitled to is crucial for creating a stable and nurturing environment for children. In conclusion, the impact of deadbeat dads on children is profound and multifaceted. Financial instability, emotional and psychological challenges, and the absence of positive role models all contribute to the difficulties these children face. By implementing comprehensive support systems and policies, we can mitigate these effects and promote the well-being and development of all children, regardless of their family circumstances. Chapter 9. Legal and Policy Solutions. Addressing the issue of deadbeat dads requires a multifaceted approach, including legal and policy solutions aimed at holding parents accountable for their responsibilities and providing support to affected families. While existing laws and policies vary by jurisdiction, there are several key strategies that can be implemented to improve enforcement and support systems. One of the primary challenges in addressing deadbeat dads is ensuring compliance with child support orders. Many fathers evade their responsibilities by hiding income, changing jobs frequently, or moving to avoid detection. To combat this, stricter enforcement measures can be implemented, such as wage garnishment, asset seizure, and driver's license suspension. These measures can compel parents to meet their obligations or face consequences. Another important aspect is ensuring that child support orders are fair and based on accurate information. Establishing guidelines that take into account both parents' incomes and the needs of the child can help ensure that support orders are reasonable and sustainable. Additionally, regular reviews and updates of support orders can help account for changes in circumstances, such as changes in income or custody arrangements. In cases where parents are unable to meet their support obligations due to financial hardship, alternative arrangements can be made. For example, payment plans, community service, or job training programs can be offered to help parents improve their financial situation and meet their obligations. These alternative options can provide a more sustainable solution than punitive measures alone. Education and awareness campaigns can also play a crucial role in addressing the issue of deadbeat dads. By informing parents about their rights and responsibilities, as well as the consequences of neglecting those responsibilities, these campaigns can help prevent parental neglect before it occurs. Additionally, programs that promote positive parenting practices and provide resources for struggling families can help support parents in fulfilling their obligations. Moreover, addressing the underlying issues that contribute to parental neglect, such as poverty, unemployment, and mental health issues, requires a broader societal approach. Policies aimed at reducing income inequality, improving access to mental health services, and supporting families in need can help create a more supportive environment for parents and children alike. In conclusion, addressing the issue of deadbeat dads requires a comprehensive approach that includes legal and policy solutions, as well as support for affected families. By implementing stricter enforcement measures, ensuring fair and reasonable support orders, and providing alternative options for parents in need, we can help ensure that all children receive the support they need to thrive. Additionally, education and awareness campaigns can help prevent parental neglect before it occurs, creating a more supportive and nurturing environment for families. Chapter 10. Community and social support. Community and social support are crucial in addressing the issue of deadbeat dads and supporting affected families. Building strong, supportive communities can provide a safety net for families in need and help prevent parental neglect before it occurs. One key aspect of community support is the availability of resources and services for families. Community centers, churches, and nonprofit organizations can offer a range of services, including counseling, financial assistance, and parenting classes. These resources can help parents build skills, access support networks, and navigate the challenges of raising children. Mentorship programs can also play a vital role in providing support and guidance to fathers. Mentors can offer advice, encouragement, and positive role modeling, helping fathers develop the skills and confidence needed to be responsible parents. By connecting fathers with mentors who have experienced similar challenges, these programs can provide a valuable source of support and understanding. Community awareness and education campaigns can also help change attitudes and behaviors related to parental neglect. By raising awareness about the importance of responsible fatherhood and the impact of parental neglect on children, these campaigns can help create a culture that values and supports involved, caring fathers. Additionally, community-based initiatives can help address the root causes of parental neglect, such as poverty, unemployment, and lack of access to education and health care. By working to address these underlying issues, communities can create a more supportive environment for families, reducing the likelihood of parental neglect. Consider the story of the Khan family, who struggled to make ends meet after Mr. Khan lost his job. With the support of their community center, the Khans were able to access financial assistance, job training programs, and counseling services. This support helped them overcome their challenges and provided a stable environment for their children. In conclusion, community and social support are essential in addressing the issue of deadbeat dads and supporting affected families. By providing resources, mentorship, and education, communities can help prevent parental neglect, support responsible fatherhood, and create a supportive environment for all families. Chapter 11. Call to Action. The issue of deadbeat dads is a complex and multifaceted problem with far-reaching consequences for families and society as a whole. Addressing this issue requires a comprehensive approach that includes legal, policy, community, and individual interventions. While progress has been made in some areas, much work remains to be done to ensure that all children receive the support and care they deserve from their parents. One of the key takeaways from this discussion is the importance of holding parents accountable for their responsibilities. Strengthening child support enforcement mechanisms, ensuring fair and reasonable support orders, and providing alternative options for parents in need are crucial steps in addressing parental neglect. By implementing these measures, we can help ensure that children have the financial support they need to thrive. Another important aspect is the role of education and awareness in preventing parental neglect. By informing parents about their rights and responsibilities, as well as the impact of neglect on children, we can help prevent neglect before it occurs. Additionally, promoting positive parenting practices and providing support for struggling families can help create a more nurturing environment for children. Community and social support are also essential components of addressing the issue of deadbeat dads. By building strong, supportive communities and providing resources and services for families in need, we can create a safety net for families facing challenges. Mentorship programs, community centers, and nonprofit organizations can all play a vital role in supporting responsible fatherhood and preventing parental neglect. In conclusion, addressing the issue of deadbeat dads requires a coordinated effort from all sectors of society. By implementing legal, policy, community, and individual interventions, we can help ensure that all children have the support and care they need to thrive. It is only through collective action and a commitment to supporting families that we can address this issue effectively. Thank you for watching this important video on deadbeat dads. Your support and action can make a real difference in the lives of children and families. Keep watching for more insightful content, and remember, together, we can create a brighter future for all. Stay engaged, stay informed, and most importantly, stay compassionate. Have a wonderful day, and see you in the next video.